Kia ora, hello, I'm Philip Duncan with your weekend weather update and the outlook right across next week. And spring is here. Classic, normal spring. We've got some severe weather on the way as well. Yes, even more of it. Not just for New Zealand, but also parts of Australia, mostly along the southern coastline here. So let's try and make sense of it all. We'll kick off with the animated wind map for Friday. That is showing the windy weather that's just leaving Tasmania and moving in across New Zealand. It is going to be especially windy today for the lower North Island and the upper South Island. We're also seeing windy weather go all the way up to Auckland with gale force winds. Probably not quite as bad as Wednesday was, but still blustery in some areas. So let's take a look at the rain. We've got a couple of surges of rain. The first is today. It's actually about the second or third one so far this week, but as far as the forecast is concerned, this is the first one. Heavy rain with some bigger falls up in the mountains. We're talking about 175 millimetres potentially just over 24 hours, but lower down the totals are not as great. In fact, they're more on this 20 to 40 millimetre mark. So most of the rain falling today up through the mountains, that will clearly then come out via the rivers and streams. But rainfall totals in the east not looking too great. Now this is the 3-day rainfall total starting from Sunday. So Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Very heavy rain on the west coast from about Lake Tekapo southwards down to Fiordland. We're talking about up to 200 millimetres over those 3 days. Heavy falls also sort of spreading into the mountains and a bit of spillover into Canterbury, into Otago, into Southland, and the North Island's got heavier rain sort of more in that southwestern corner, a little bit clipping the Eastern Bay of Plenty, but the rainfall totals up here, even though it's over 3 days, only 15 or 20 millimetres, so that's a sign that you're going to get showers. And we've got snow as well, so you remember the big 3-day rain map? Well, this is the 3-day snow version of it. I said that some of that rain will spill over into Canterbury. You can see a few snow flurries here, just maybe making it into the Canterbury Plains borderline. Similar story in Southland. Now I think Southland, weather alert for you. There could be some very cold weather coming next week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So this snow map's not really the main feature. To me, it's the cold weather with showers coming through next Tuesday, Wednesday. There is a surge just then. It's ahead of a high. We'll show you all of that information though in a moment with these maps. So we'll kick off with the Saturday map. So this is Saturday. There's the cold front from Friday moving away. Temperatures drop behind it. Showers and the next system coming in towards southeastern Australia. As we get into Sunday, here is the next windy surge, both for southeastern Australia and for New Zealand. Comes in as a wintry southerly for them after windy westerlies in the morning. For New Zealand on Sunday, nor'westers, they'll be mild. They're partially subtropical for some areas as they come out of Queensland and the Coral Sea area. Further south, they're coming out of New South Wales and the Tasman. So it's going to be warm for this time of the year. So enjoy your Sunday, but it will be windy with severe gales returning to the South Island, heavy rain on the west coast, and as that blue line moves further up New Zealand later on Sunday, rain turns to snow. I mean, there'll be rain turning to snow already during the day, but it'll lower as we go into the nighttime period. Now on Monday, this is where winter comes back for southern areas. So Sunday's a mild day, but Monday, cold. Antarctica's down here. This is coming from around where the ice shelf is, or the ice caps around the edges. So that'll be blowing up into Stewart Island and Southland, Southern Alps, parts of Otago and Canterbury. So that's that cold change arriving on Monday, but it's still mild and very windy on Monday for those northern areas. And meanwhile in Australia, you've got a cold wintry southerly pushing through for you. But the windy weather on Monday, not as intense as what we're seeing for today, Friday. But still, these areas with the pink-purple shading getting up to 100, maybe 130 or 40 kilometres an hour still on the mountain tops and ranges, which means some areas lower down will be impacted as well. By Tuesday, there is that cold front, so the colder air coming through. Not good weather in Southland for lambing, but the positive is that it's not overly wet. So while it is cold and windy, it's not as damp as it could be, and damp's usually the killer for newborn livestock. You can see here the temperatures, departure from normal. This is for Tuesday. Colder than average across the southern and eastern sides of the South Island and southern and pretty much eastern sides of the North Island, except for the top of New Zealand where it's actually warmer than average. And our final two maps are showing the next developing system so typical for spring, the next system's now coming out from the northwest. So we'll be seeing this high rolling through as we get round about Wednesday. That's still cold and showery around Southland, but you will hopefully start to notice the temperatures lifting up just a little bit. And as we get into Thursday, actually, I just said about those temperatures lifting up. They're not going to be lifting up by much because those southerlies are still around, but you might notice a little bit further north the temperature's lifting up a wee bit. But Southland, sorry, next week's a cold week. It improves, we think, by the weekend and Friday because that high's rolling in. That'll mean frosty nights, but much warmer afternoons. But the next system coming through looks as though at the end of next week and next weekend, a subtropical low coming down. Not 100% locked in, but looking fairly likely. And on the other side of the map, Perth, hold on to your hats. Big windy storm coming through for you. So, yep, classic spring. That's all from me. Our global update will be out as well today, taking a look at the hurricanes, typhoons, and other storms going on around planet Earth at the moment. So take a look for that. Thank you for the comments we're getting too on YouTube. But that's all from me. Have a great weekend. We'll see you Monday.